They say hard work pays off, but what they don't tell you is that sometimes it just makes you invisible. Sometimes the more you pour yourself into your craft, the more you become part of the machinery essential. Yes, but silent, unnoticed, and easily taken for granted. This is a story about that dangerous invisibility and the fine line between proving your worth and proving yourself unworthy. In a city renowned for its grand, chiming clock towers, there was a small, legendary workshop known as Sterling Horology. It was a place where time itself seemed to be forged, a sanctuary of polished brass, fragrant cedar wood, and the gentle symphonic ticking of 100 intricate hearts. Within these walls, a young craftsman named Elias worked with a devotion that bordered on obsession. His hands, though young, moved with the grace of a master twice his age, could coax the soul back into a centuries-old grandfather clock, with a whisper and a touch, and craft gears so fine they seemed spun from moonlight. Elias wasn't just good, he was a prodigy. He was the first to arrive each morning, the last to leave, his workspace a beacon of light in the pre-dawn and late evening hours. He believed with every fiber of his being that his dedication was a language everyone understood, that his sheer competence would be his loudest proclamation. Yet it was a language no one seemed to be listening to. The position of lead artisan became available, and Elias felt a certainty settle in his chest. It was his. Who else had sacrificed as much? Who else knew the secrets of the escapements and the temperaments of the alloys like he did? The announcement came on a crisp autumn morning. The promotion went to a man named Alistair, a craftsman of moderate skill but immense charm, who spent more time laughing with the proprietor, Mr. Sterling, than he did hunched over a workbench. For Elias, the news was not just a disappointment. It was a profound injustice. The gears in his mind seized. His dedication felt like a fool's errand, his silent hard work a joke he had been telling only to himself. That evening, bitterness coiling in his stomach, he sought out the one man he knew might understand, a retired master named Samuel, the former heart of the workshop who now spent his days in a small cottage tending to his garden and his memories. Samuel listened patiently, his weathered face a mask of serene understanding as Elias poured out his frustration. He didn't offer platitudes or simple reassurances. When Elias had finished, the old man simply pointed to the magnificent sun setting behind the hills. "Tell me, my boy," Samuel said, his voice as soft as worn leather, "do we truly appreciate the light of the sun each and every day? Or do we simply expect it? We notice its warmth, its necessity, only on the coldest days, or after a long storm. We only truly understand its value in its absence." Elias looked confused. "Your work," Samuel continued, "is like that sun, is brilliant, constant, and life-giving to this workshop. But because it is always there, they have forgotten what it is like to live in the darkness. They do not see the light, they only see the things it illuminates. Tomorrow, do not go to work, do not send word. For one day, let them experience the storm, let them feel the chill of your absence." The idea felt like a betrayal of his own principles, a rebellion against the work ethic ingrained in him. But the sting of being overlooked was sharper than his doubt, he agreed. The next day, for the first time in his career, Elias's workbench stood empty. At Sterling Horology, a quiet hum of confusion soon escalated into a low-grade panic, a vital, complex commission for a wealthy Duca celestial clock that mapped the constellations had ground to a halt. The final critical calibration, a task only Elias had mastered, was due. Alistair, the new lead artisan, fumbled with the delicate instruments, his confident smile replaced with a sheen of nervous sweat. Mr. Sterling's face grew grimmer with every passing hour. The workshop, usually a place of harmonious rhythm, was filled with a discordant energy of frustration and helplessness. Elias, they realized, was not just a cog in the machine. He was the mainspring. Without him, the entire mechanism was lifeless. When Elias walked in the following morning, he was met not with anger, but with an overwhelming wave of relief. Mr. Sterling, a man not known for humility, approached him, his eyes filled with a newfound respect. He apologized, admitted his oversight, and offered Elias not just the lead artisan position, but a significant raise to go with it. A triumphant warmth spread through Elias's chest. He had done it. Samuel's lesson was a revelation. His value wasn't in his constant presence, but in the chaos his absence created. He had found the secret key to recognition. But here the story takes its tragic turn. Elias had learned only half the lesson. He mistook a powerful one-time tactic for an enduring strategy. He fell in love with the feeling of being missed, the power that came from being the solution to a problem he had created. A few weeks later, feeling a decision was made without his consultation, he repeated the act. Took another unannounced day off. Again, there was a scramble, and upon his return, he was met with apologies and concessions. He had proven his point again. This time, the relief of his colleagues was tinged with a subtle resentment. He was no longer the dependable prodigy, but a temperamental genius. This pattern continued. Any perceived slight, any moment of feeling undervalued, and Elias would vanish, using his absence as a weapon to demand respect. He believed he was teaching them his worth, but what he was truly teaching them was that he could not be counted on. He was forcing them to live in fear of the storm, forgetting that people do not live in fear for long. Instead, they build stronger shelters. While Elias was busy orchestrating his dramatic disappearances, Mr. Sterling and the no-humbled Alistair were quietly documenting his methods. They had a young, bright apprentice shadow him, not to learn his artistry, but to deconstruct his process. They began building redundancies, creating systems so that no single person, no matter how brilliant, could hold the workshop hostage. The final time came on the eve of the annual guild exhibition. Elias, feeling his opinion on the display was ignored, decided to make his most significant point yet. He disappeared. But this time, when he returned 2 days later, expecting a frantic workshop and a pleading proprietor, he was met with a chilling calm. The celestial clock was ticking perfectly in its display case. The apprentice, his face a mixture of pride and nervousness, was putting the finishing touches on another piece. His own workbench, his sanctuary, was cleared. His tools were neatly packed in a wooden box on the floor. Mr. Sterling approached him, his expression not of anger, but of a quiet, profound sadness. "Elias," he said, his voice steady, "you are, without question, the most gifted craftsman I have ever known. Your hands can create magic. We do not build a business on magic. We build it on trust. You taught us your value, it is true. But you also taught us that you are a liability. A brilliant light that flickers is more dangerous than a steady, a lesser flame, because you can never rely on it to see you through the dark. We cannot build our future on such uncertainty. We have found a way to work without you." Dismissed and disgraced, Elias once again found himself at Samuel's cottage. He told the old man what had happened, his voice cracking with the agony of his foolishness. Samuel simply nodded, and this time he pointed to the sturdy stone lighthouse standing on the distant coast. "You understood the lesson of the storm," Samuel said gently. "But you never understood the lesson of the lighthouse. Its power is not in its ability to disappear, to show the ships the true horror of the rocks. Its power is in its unwavering, relentless, absolute consistency. It shines on the calm nights, and it shines in the heart of the tempest. It is valued not only because its light is bright, but because it is asterisk, always there asterisk. Your competence, Elias, is your light. It is brilliant. Your first absence was a necessary flare to make them look up and notice it. But by repeatedly turning it off, you didn't prove your importance. You proved your unreliability, showed them they needed a lighthouse, and that you were not one." Elias finally understood. The true secret to success, the kind that lasts a lifetime, is not a single pillar of talent, but a tripod of virtues. The first is asterisk, asterisk competence, asterisk, asterisk. You must have the skill, the dedication, the sheer ability to be undeniably good at what you do. The second is asterisk, asterisk, visibility, asterisk, asterisk, the wisdom to know at the right moment. How to ensure that your contributions are seen and valued. But the third, the foundational leg that holds everything else up, is asterisk, asterisk, reliability, asterisk. It is the quiet, unglamorous promise that you will be there. It is the character to deliver, day in and day out. Not just when you feel appreciated, but always. You must be the sun that rises every morning and the lighthouse that pierces every night. For competence may earn you an opportunity, and visibility may earn you a promotion. But it is only reliability that will earn you a legacy.